like it was one of my last videos that I've done. I recently purchased a M92 PAP AK-47 pistol, and the plans after I shot it the first time were to submit the forms, SBR it. By the time I got around to test firing it, the ATF had shut down the e-file system, so I decided to give it a little bit of time to see if it came back up on the Form 1s before I went ahead into the paper processing. I held out for a little bit and got an email that they had brought the Form 1s back up first thing, and so that evening I submitted a Form 1 via e-forms using my trust on the computer, and in an amazing display of speed and efficiency from the ATF, in 3.5 weeks I had an approved Form 1 waiting in my email inbox. So a few days afterwards, I went to work on my trusty PAP, and basically this is the end result. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. I have installed a side folding. It's a VZ58 side folding stock. It's nice and slim, trim. It locks in both the open and closed positions. It's very simple. It's very strong. It's like I-beam construction, so it's very rigid. I mean, there's very little flex. Any folding stock's going to have some kind of flex. Along with that, I've installed a Magpul MOE pistol grip on it because I prefer the style and the fit. I also put an Ultimac rail on there so that I could mount a primary arms micro dot. They're good little dots. I've had several of them, and they've always done a really good job for me. I've always been happy with them. This particular one has ran through several magazines on this little rifle and has gotten very hot, basically hot enough you can't touch it. Has not faded or had any effect on zero or anything like that. I also installed a Manticore Arms flash hider. From the shooter's position, it does a very good job of eliminating flash. I haven't shot it in low light or anything like that, but in normal daylight conditions, compared to just having the thread protector on there, there's really no noticeable flash to be displayed. I noticed from watching the videos that you guys will see here in a minute that you can see some muzzle flash sometimes, and maybe, like I said, in darkness or low light condition, it may be an issue, but for normal shooting, it's pretty much taken it away. Internally, I've got a Tapco G2 trigger on there and a US-made gas piston, so that way it's all 922R compliant. Not that that's really a big deal, but I don't want to be the first person to get in trouble for something that stupid. I installed a sling on it, got it adjusted nice, it fits on there pretty good, still able to bring it up in the position easily. It's a fun little carbine. With the Ultimac rail, the primary arms red dot does co-witness on the iron sights, which is a good thing because I like being down nice and low, especially having a simple little buttstock like this. There's not a lot of cheek rise to it. I did put a little bit of grip tape on there just because it's smooth metal, just helps keep it planted on the shoulder a little bit better. Other than that, it's pretty much factory. I ran about another 150 rounds through it today. A couple weeks ago, I ran about 200 or 300 rounds through it, I believe. So in all, it's got 600 or 700 rounds through it. Not a single misfire, jam, misspeed, nothing. It runs like an AK. Basically, if they run out of the box, they should run pretty much forever. Tapco trigger's good. Accuracy is pretty good. Actually, as a result of some rapid fire, but this right here is 5 rounds that were shot from the bench at 25 yards, and it's basically a half-inch group. These 3 here, and I believe those 2 also were another group I shot from the bench. For being an AK, I mean, half-inch at 100 yards, or 25 yards, basically equates out to approximately 2 inches at 100 yards, which in theory you ought to be able to tag a bad guy out to 250, 300 yards, which is pretty darn good for a 10.5-inch barrel as far as I'm concerned. Those were shooting Hornady steel match with the polymer tip bullet, which is what I plan on keeping loaded for unfortunate social purposes. Just for fun, I was just using Wolf 123 grain full metal jacket and jacketed hollow point, and it ran all that stuff just fine. In all, it's a great little gun. I really like the compactness of it. It's kind of my poor man's Krinkov, which unfortunately I'll never be able to own one. The installation of the stock was pretty straightforward. It basically had to drill a hole through the rear of the trunnion, and then actually put a nut on the back of there, and it's a 3/8 countersunk bolt. I did go ahead and put a small little button head screw on there just to help keep it locked in from rotating. But I had it all done probably an hour. So I mean, really, as far as the actual SBR stuff, it was pretty simple. I had it marked by a local gunsmith. He uses like a photo etching, I believe, engraving process, and marked my choice information on the front, right in front of the mag well, so it's easy to see, but out of the way, so I didn't have to worry about getting messed up. I know these things are getting to be really popular, and I can see why, because they're a lot of fun. The arm braces are, you know, considered legal now, and I mean, honestly, for the price, by the time you get the brace and the AR buffer tube conversion thing, you're getting up close to the ATF fee of $200. I mean, obviously you can do it instantly, as opposed to waiting, you know, up to 6-9 months for a paper form. And it's also nice because you don't have to worry about filing a 53-2020 if you want to cross state lines with it, or you're traveling or anything like that. But for me, I wanted a compact gun, simple. I thought about putting an AR style stock on it, but I wanted to keep it nice and simple and lightweight, so I decided to go with the VZ58. So I put one on a Wasser 10 a while back, and liked it, and liked the feel, and liked the look, and you know, stuff like this is all about looking cool. So, but it's been a fun project, and basically from here on out, I just plan to shoot the living daylights out of it and have a lot of fun with it. I'm going to do my best to wear it out. We'll keep you updated if anything happens with it. Thanks for watching.